History of Recording Digital 2. Now, during the same time period when Alesis and Tascam were fighting for the home studio world, computer-based digital recording had been advancing. Now, it just hadn't had the chance to get to the position to fight with those others yet because of the advancements in computers. They just weren't quite there yet, and we'll see how. Now, we started with Sound Designer, made by DigiDesign, in 1984. Now, this was originally a sample editing platform that interfaced with digital sampling instruments of the day. Now, later on, they made it a front-end software for a direct-to-disc recording product called Sound Tools, and that's where we get the Sound Designer 2 format, SD2, as you'll see for your Pro Tools users out there, as one of your options for file types. Now, Pro Tools was then developed based off of Sound Designer and Sound Tools, and that happened in 1991. This combined tracking, editing, and mixing, and real-time mixing was made possible by the addition of dedicated DSP because the computers just weren't powerful enough. So they had to put extra digital signal processing chips in the computer to be dedicated to running recording, editing, and mixing functions in Pro Tools. Now, this was originally designed for use with Macintosh computers, but it later supported both PC and Macintosh. And over the next 15 years, Pro Tools evolved into one of the top recording programs in the world. It's currently the industry standard program for use in personal and professional studios. And next we came out with Cakewalk. Now, this was originally founded in 1987, but it created music software for IBM computers. Now, there were audio features, but mixing was accomplished by processing changes to audio files. It did not work in real time. It would actually rewrite the files with those changes of EQ and compression and reverb. Now, we currently have programs ranging from simple home studio recording to professional studio production. Sonar is Cakewalk's top-of-the-line program, including MIDI and audio processing today. Now, computer-based MIDI recording was a little different picture. Performer was introduced by Mark of the Unicorn, or Motu, in 1985. Performer was a MIDI sequencer program that was used to control synthesizers while being synced to a multi-track project on analog tape. Performer was developed for the Macintosh operating system, and Digital Performer is the current incarnation of this program, which handles MIDI, audio recording, editing, and mixing. Now, Cakewalk, Logic, and Cubase are all other programs that started as MIDI sequencers in this same time period, but Motu's Digital Performer was the first one. Now, digital and MIDI recording today. Now, today everything can be done inside the box. Tracking, editing, mixing, mastering, composition, etc. It's possible to do a complete project on one computer with one program. External hardware is needed to convert the audio, etc., and this will be discussed during the next lecture. But there are 5 main programs that are really the front runners in the world of digital and MIDI recording today. And that would be Pro Tools, Logic, Cubase, Sonar, and digital recording. Now, programs began by supporting functions in the studio, such as MIDI sequencing and audio editing. These programs progressed until the studio moved into the box. Now, nearly every studio in the world uses a computer and digital audio at some point in the process. And that's the end of History of Recording Digital.